like that because I'm a
So time for a high and low quick bite. Last week in the first round of the high and low Sweet 16 bracket, we had LeBron James and Larry Bird moving on to the Elite Eight. Bird beat Oscar Robertson and LeBron beat out Bill Russell. This week, we're moving on to the Rushmore region on the other side of the bracket. First matchup for us to vote on is Hakeem Olajuwon versus Stephen Curry. So, who's going to place the first vote? Let's go with Seerat. Who do you got?
Wow, I feel like you're making me pit my children against each other.
Choose well.
Yeah, I mean, you usually have to.
Yeah, I think there's always going to be a favorite.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to get into that right now. Yeah, there usually is a favorite, and well, luckily for Hakeem and Steph, I don't think they'll be carrying the scar of my rejection with them. But yeah, I mean, look, it's difficult. I love both these players a lot. Hakeem was a guy I went down the YouTube wormhole so much when I was in high school and just watched all of his stuff, and he was just such a beautiful player, the Dream Shake, and just the way that he dominated in the NBA Finals, got revenge on David Robinson. He just has this awesome story, and then I feel like he's already underrated as is, so I feel really bad for doing this, but I think I have to go with Sir Steph Curry, only because he also has so much more that he can still do with his legacy, and he is also he's leading in the rings department. He also, he revolutionized the game in a way that Hakeem didn't. Hakeem dominated, but Steph is a pillar for the evolution of the pace and space basketball that we're currently all witnessing, and I think that has to count for something. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Steph, but with no disrespect meant towards the dream.
Don't worry, I'll let him know. I think Hakeem will be okay. He'll be okay.
Does she know there's two Nigerians on this podcast? Like, really?
It's all right.
No,
you go. What about you?
Who, me? Oh man. Yeah.
Please don't make this seem like it's a tough decision for you.
Listen, it is a tough decision for me, man. Like,
did you struggle with this one?
Listen, I did, because
Mitch,
in this bracket, there's two Hall of Famers and there's two would-be Hall of Famers, right? And they're both Nigerian, so
no, actually, one's American because he played for U.S. and one's
Stop it.
Calm down.
We already settled this argument from before.
Yes.
No jollof rice for you either.
It's not an argument, though.
You go throwing a curveball, guys. Just listen.
No curveball. I'm gonna chill and I'm gonna go with Olajuwon.
All right, nice. So one for Steph, one for Olajuwon, and it seems like everyone knows your greatest hits, Hugo. At this point, they're like quoting all your lines from previous.
The brand is strong.
I struggle with this one. I don't know. I'm going to throw you guys a curveball.
No, not this week.
All right. So that's 1-1. Steven, who you got?
Well, guess what, guys? The protest worked, so I'm back.
Did it?
It did.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what is he trying to accomplish.
I got a lot of feedback.
Like, what's changed?
I got a lot of feedback. It's from what the viewers think about us as a whole. I won't explain right now, but yeah, I'm going with Steph Curry. It's that simple.
All right. Simple. I like it. All right. So, Mitch, who you got?
Seerat pretty much brought the heat. Like, it's Steph for all of the reasons that she said. And for the same thing, no disrespect to Hakeem, but Steph's got years to go and he's already ahead of him, I think.
Sean, you going to make it interesting?
It's funny because in the NCAA tournament, that 10-7 matchup is usually the upset, right? Another point is that both these guys have a Toronto connection. Hakeem, the ex-Raptor, in his past his glory days, and Steph living here for 3 years, and his wife is from my current hometown, which is Markham, Ontario. But yeah, Seerat, I couldn't have said it better myself. So it's definitely Steph for me as well, for all those reasons that she outlined.
All right, a gentleman's sweep. Okay.
Might be seeing another one of those.
All right, so let's quickly jump over to the next matchup: Giannis versus Magic. Giannis was our number 15 seed, and Magic was the number 2 seed. So let's go back to Seerat again.
Well, this one's not nearly as difficult.
Careful.
Do we have Giannis superfans here? It's not that he can't be. You know, we don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but right now, I mean, Magic Johnson is a 5-time champion, multiple-time MVP, Hall of Famer. You know, he's Magic Johnson. I don't know what else I have to say. It's Magic Johnson.
So I think it's safe to say that you're voting for.
No, I'm voting for Giannis.
All right.
No, that's one for Magic.
One for Magic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see if we can make this one interesting. Let's go with Hugo.
I'm gonna protest. I'm upset with the direction of this with these questions, and yeah, I'm gonna protest. I'm protesting.
When you have a vote, how do you protest when you have a
Man's
vote?
half protesting.
I'm not sure how you could protest when
Yeah, your option is there.
How come when certain individuals protest, they're entertained, and when I want to protest,
Can I explain?
ain't nobody want to
Can I-
entertain that,
guys,
man.
can I
That's not
explain
fair,
it?
man.
So usually how protests work is when, you know, something you want to happen isn't there and you can't, there's nothing else you can do, right? When Giannis is there at whatever number because you wanted him there and the opportunity is to vote for him, usually you would, you know, speak up instead of being a little coward.
Wow.
it's still too early for flex bombs, man. Come on.
Okay, you know what? I'm going with Magic Johnson only because
Only because Steven scared him.
No, only because I after what happened the last season, I gotta knock him down a little bit, and he's got to earn some respect back with the tribe.
Yeah, but it's your list.
So you-
I respect that.
What? He put him in to I'm confused. This makes zero sense.
Listen, respect
your
the
list.
call. Respect the call, right?
Okay,
Respect the call.
Respect the call. Let's respect the call. But I just want to give Seerat some context. So Giannis is essentially in the bracket. He's in the top 16 because he ranks so high on Hugo's list.
Oh, okay.
That's Hugo's guy right there.
So that was a waste of a pick then.
This show.
Kevin Durant is mad that he's not on this
Yeah.
list because
Yeah,
of Hugo.
Exactly.
KD could have been on that on this list. Okay.
Andrew Bynum too.
Sean, you see why I protested last week, right? Because I knew something like this was going to happen. This is
I was
exactly.
gonna do a curveball though.
It's not like Andrew Bynum was going to beat Magic anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Don't worry about
So you go. Where was he on your list? Like what number?
Who,
That's an
Giannis?
excellent question.
He had top 4, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
He's number
probably.
3.
Yeah.
Mm.
Number 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Listen, respect the call. Respect the call.
We'll respect the call. We'll respect the call. Okay, Mitch, who you got?
Just come on, it's Magic next.
Magic. All right. And Sean, who you got?
If you ask me in 10 years, it would still be Magic.
All right. And Steven, he's the Lakers, so who I know who
I'm
he has.
confident it will still be Magic.
So I had to explain this week to a couple fans of, hey, so why did Magic Johnson get HIV?
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
no,
It was
no.
it was entertaining. But I'm picking Magic because he did a lot while having HIV.
sorry. Did that make it into the podcast? I thought that was edited out.
No, it did not make the
It
podcast.
made,
Okay.
what do you mean it didn't?
No,
How
did it-
well,
how did I get
not the
messages
story.
about
Not
it?
the story.
No, it's
Yeah,
a story.
he
did
mentioned
it.
it, but he didn't explain it.
Yeah. Yes. I didn't include the explanation. Okay.
Then the listeners wanted to know, so I let them know.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, just
That's
as long
on
as
your
you're
side
not.
of the bed.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's official. Stephen Curry is moving on to the next round. Magic Johnson is moving on to the next round. They are both in the Elite Eight. Next week we'll see who else joins them, along with Larry and LeBron. That's been this week's Quick Bite. Back to High and Low.